Man, you ready? Man, kick the thing out, man. You know what to do, man. You know what to do. Woo! Oh, no, sorry, man. Gotta get the head right. You know what it is. 7 o'clock. It's Thursday. Oh, you getting all special? You put your Twitter name on there. I catch up. I catch up. I'm a little late.
I was experimenting because I'm not on the regular platform that I'm usually on. So.
Yeah. Sorry about that, bro. But you here though? You here?
Hey, man.
You
what
here?
It do?
We got things going on. We ready to do this thing.
Man,
it's the crush,
let's do this, man.
It's your boy EGlaze. That's that guy Maceo Heard.
What it do?
How your weekend, man? How your week been, bro?
Man, it's just one of those weeks, man. You know, we don't know if we're coming or going, man, but we just make it do what it do.
Hey, you're looking phenomenal shape, though. You've been running up and down these streets, hitting that pavement hard, boy. I gotta say, I'm proud of you, boy. I'm proud of you, man.
Bruh, it's real out here in the field, man. I'm focused, man.
You focused?
I'm focused, man. Man.
All right, man. I'm trying to see if I can push this show out, man. You know, we got share it, push it out there, everybody. We about to get crazy up here. It's the crush. We got a special guest today. Can't wait for him to come on. He come on around 7:20. Jump in, talk about everything he got going.
That's fam.
Yeah, man. I saw the name, man. I was like, that name looks familiar. I wonder who I saw that name from. That name looks familiar. But we're gonna talk to him when he come on, Mr. Fernandes, see what all he got popping, man. But you know how it is. We talk show, we talk all sports, we catch up. Maceo, man, you want to start this week off, bro?
So yeah, man, let's start with this. Your man Pat Mahomes, he continues to use his platform. You know, this is his quote. We needed to come together as players and show that we believe Black Lives Matter. We need to be role models. Listen, when the face of the NFL is down with the cause, come on, man. You gotta pay attention. The owners, they gotta pay attention.
Right now, man, it took 4 years, but everybody's voice is there now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People who were wondering why this was happening 4 years ago, it only took 4 years to realize it, and 8 minutes and 46 seconds to see that this was nothing people were just doing because they thought it was a good idea, or that they want to just get on a knee to have fun. So now everybody's in. And you see it's felt all around sports. NFL, racing, golf came out today and did a statement. So it is big and it's getting out there. Black Lives Matter is showing up, and now we're seeing a lot of players getting out there and doing things. And the NFL also, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Mace, they contributed $250 million because they were the #1 league that was on the wrong side of this when it all came out.
Bruh. It's just amazing that we tried to get. We were warned about this, you know, when Kaepernick originally kneeled, and now we're still seeing the same thing. I mean, the same thing continues to happen. So at some point, you got to take a stand. You got to take a stand, good people.
And they are taking the stands. The players are out there, but it's gonna be interesting because now the league that is 70% Black, and I had a guy talk to me about this yesterday, who has 0 owners that are Black, 2 GMs, and 3 coaches.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? This league stood on their morals. They made a mockery of things a few years ago, and we're gonna do this and do that. And now you the one everybody looking at. You're the league. You're the NFL. You're the #1 sport in this country, and everybody's waiting to see what you do. So it's gonna be interesting. And these players, they have that L word that we've been saying for a while, Maceo. That leverage is different now.
Leverage. And you know what's different about it this time, Glaze? When Cap originally did it, you know, he wasn't the star that he was a couple of years prior.
Mm-hmm.
With that statement, to see the likes of, like I say, Pat Mahomes, Odell Beckham, Tyrann Mathieu, Deshaun Watson, when you see guys like that who the NFL right now, they have to depend on these guys. When you get the marquee guys into this, bruh, that's
Yeah,
power.
that's
That's
power, and
power.
it's gonna change a lot. Which brings me to what I want to ask you, and I know we always joke about this, but you also understand the importance of things. Your man, Jerry, been mighty quiet around this, and a lot of people looking at him because he was he was kind of like the guy that was on the stage when this all went down the first time with the Cowboys. And it was not only him, it was some guys in Denver and all that, but everybody's been wanting to see what Jerry's like. What are your thoughts on his approach to this?
So,
because we to keep it real, show that we always say.
right. So this is what everybody have to understand first and foremost. Roger Goodell has 32 bosses.
Yep.
That would be the NFL owners. The most powerful owner is Jerry Jones, without a doubt.
Because
Roger Goodell can't make that statement unless the majority of the owners say, okay, you know what? Let's put that out there.
Right.
So, when we talk about the silence of, listen, not only Jerry, none of the owners have said anything.
None of them.
No, nobody. But this is what everybody has to understand about the industry in that part of it. It's a reason Roger Goodell makes $44 million a year. He is the buffer in between the owners and the media.
Yeah.
If somebody's gonna take the bullet, it's gonna be Roger Goodell, because at the end of the day, commissioners are replaced. They come and go.
Right.
No doubt about it. So to hear when people say, well, Jerry Jones is being silent, listen, that statement is not made from Roger Goodell unless the most powerful owner, Jerry Jones, Robert Kraft, okay it. And again, when they all sat there and said, okay, we got a real problem because Pat Mahomes is in this video, Deshaun Watson is in this video, Odell Beckham is in this video. Boy, we got a leg up. The players got a leg up on us, so we have to proceed with caution, because this is a tough time, Glaze, because you don't understand really where the revenue's coming from right now, because they saying they're gonna have people to stand, but we don't know. Listen, we're 9 weeks away from the Hall of Fame game. The Hall of Fame game, so they're moving forward. The Cowboys and Steelers will be on that Thursday night in 9 weeks.
It is amazing that you brought up the point of the year that everybody is so scared about what revenue is going to happen that in no sports you hearing any owners say anything. They are going through their commissioners, even in basketball. I might have heard Mark Cuban say a few things, but he's been quiet. The owners around the league have been quiet during this time, and because they know one wrong statement and it goes bad. So they are real quiet around here these times. And I was just thinking about you saying, because even the team will make a statement, but the owner is like, I can't do nothing, because it goes back to what you said, Mace. 4 years ago, everybody was up front. How dare you? And then when you see what happened to Drew Brees, when he made his statement, well, you better be careful what you say. So you're going to go through your commissioner, you're going to go through your team, publicists, you're going to go through everybody, because if you say one wrong term, this is the worst time that you can say it.
Glaze, I don't understand what people don't understand about this phrase that we always talk about: follow the money. All of this is money driven. Everything, revenue. Why do you think baseball is in the predicament they're in right now? Because they can't figure out the money.
They can't figure out the money.
They can't figure out the money.
I think, though, once you see, because you're seeing stars like the big stars coming out, like you said, with the videos, owners can't be too quiet. I think they just trying to figure out when the schedule and how they're going to play. And then they're going to have to speak, because then that's where we come in as the media.
Right.
Have to get in front of their faces and be like, okay, that was cool. What are your thoughts on this? What's happening? You were like this then. So that's where good media step in. And you see fans, the separation of media and fans will happen during this period of time, because this is when the media is supposed to do their job.
Ain't it crazy?
And so we're
Ain't
gonna
it
all
crazy?
see in the next few months between the sports coming up, the teams playing, and media, what happens. Because some media gonna be wanting credentials. They ain't gonna be able to get everybody credentials. So are you gonna be one of those kissing tail or being real? That's gonna jump out
Right.
here as well. So this is gonna be an interesting time, bro.
Boy, what a time. What a time.
Yeah, man. What you got, bro?
Well, it's on you. I gave you the first one. It's on you.
So let's start with this one, man. You brought it up, baseball, and the things they're going through. They're talking about 82 games, 76 games. I don't know. You're more a baseball guy than I, but my thing is, you said it's all about the money. Players don't want to be prorated. Players don't want. They want their check. They want what they should have got during these games. What are you hearing, and what are your thoughts?
So, Rob Manfred, who listen, I don't understand this guy. He finally comes out of his ivory tower today and he says, listen, 100%, he's 100% sure they're going to have a 2020 baseball season. He can use his commissioner power to basically say, listen, this is what we do. This is what we're doing. We have this emergency plan in place. This is what we're going to do. He should have did this month. He should have did this a month ago.
Yep.
The problem that I'm having with this in baseball is about pitching.
Yep.
These pitchers. So if I'm this is what the pitchers want to know. If we're playing 50 to 60 games, what's my rotation? Am I gonna pitch every other day? Because I need 5 days rest.
Yep.
That's why they want longer seasons. Because as a manager, I have to figure out. Are you giving me extra pitching? If I'm the Dodgers, am I gonna let Kershaw go out here and pitch, 7 innings? In the beginning, he's gonna only pitch 3 or 4. It's all it's such a mess, and this is why I really want. Honestly, I just want them to say, "Listen, we're not gonna have no 2020 season. Listen, we're sorry. We're so far behind the 8 ball. We'll see y'all in 2021. If you come back, you come back. But if not, hey, listen. Hey, what can you do? What can you do?
Yeah, man, I get you, man, for the health of the player. But what's that song that the Wu-Tang song back in the day?
Oh, Cream.
Cash
rule everything around me.
Boy, they can't take a year off. Boy, it'll hurt the sport. And that's where, like I said, Manfred should have been on this just like Goodell, just like Silver a month ago, talking to the people. And now he's coming on sounding cocky. Oh, yeah, we're going to do this. I can't talk on behalf of the player. You said it, Maceo. Now you got to get people. Spring training was supposed to be in February. You started up.
Yeah.
It's June. So now you got to get pitchers warm.
June.
You got to hope they in shape. You got to get the thing about baseball, they can do it. They talking about like every other sport doing it in an area for a while, and they've come up with all this. But he didn't really jump on top of this. He didn't get there, and he didn't do what he needed to do this. And now they're going to pay the price. I think baseball is really getting looked at as that sport like, oh, you late. Okay. All right, what y'all going to do?
Super late.
Because basketball doing what they doing. MLS already about to start. They kicking it up.
Yeah.
You about to lose
and think about how tragic this is, Glaze. Baseball had the opportunity to own all of June, all of July, before all the major sports come back. We have all of these guys, and like I say, if you're a casual baseball fan, you know certain players, but the biggest stars in baseball, nobody knows. Like I say, Mike Trout is arguably the best player in baseball. He plays in LA.
Yep.
Who stay up to 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night to watch a baseball game?
Exactly.
They've dropped the ball so bad on this thing, Glaze. And again, I'm at the point where I'm good if they don't play, honestly, because we're going to have so many distractions come July, August. Who's going to really care?
Yeah, they screwed the pooch on this one. Make sure we're going to take a quick break from the story topics because we got a guest that's coming in. So we're ready to bring him in. So just give him a quick introduction before we bring him in, sir.
Man, coming to the microphone, man. This young fella here, man, he's an author. He's a speaker. I didn't know this till the day talking to him. Man, he's a classically trained musician, dude.
Oh,
This is a talented family, man. Greg Fernandes is gonna be our guest today. Bring the man to the microphone, Glade. Bring him in.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
what's up, Greg? I mean,
What's going on,
Oh, he
man?
say he traveling in his RV, so
okay.
I'm actually in the RV right now.
there you go.
I am on the side of the highway in South Carolina somewhere on my way back to Massachusetts. So I've been traveling for Friday, it'll be 2 weeks. So I've been very busy. I've reached a lot of people. I've stopped in every single city from Boston to Miami, talking to the people, handing out books, just really spreading this message of that excuse limit zero mentality.
Hey, Greg, we borderline scared of your sister, but that ain't the reason we brought you on.
I'm scared of her too. Don't worry.
But talk to us, man. We heard about all the great things you got going on. Talk to us about the book, the name of it, and what is it there for?
So the title of the book is Excuse Limit Zero: How to Overcome Your Mistakes and Thrive. The book, well, the title, it's a two-part title. Excuse Limit Zero really does, it represents my extreme highs and my extreme lows that I've experienced throughout my life. So when I say excuse limit zero, I'm definitely talking about making no excuses for myself. That's number one. Number two is also not making excuses for those who inflict injustices upon us. So at the same time, no excuse limit for me, no excuse for you.
Go ahead, Mace. Can you hear us, Mace?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dope.
I'm sorry.
Dope. Man, this comment about you being the worst dope deal ever. that just blows me away. How do you become the worst dope deal ever? Because I probably got a story better than yours. I'll tell you off air, but yeah.
Hey, there's a line in the book that says, you know, I sold drugs by night. I'm sorry, I sold drugs by day and I practiced handle by night. I grew up in a place where selling drugs was just what you did. That's what everybody was doing. And even if you didn't have to do it, you know, you had to sort of fit in. That takes me to a big part of the book where I really did struggle with my identity for a very, very long time. Whereas I was a classically trained musician, played the violin, piano since the age of 3. I had a very hard time fitting in with the black crowd, but at the same time, I had a very hard time fitting in with the white crowd. So I was too black to hang with the white kids, you know what I'm saying? And not black enough to hang with the black kids. So it was a struggle. And I honestly was the worst drug dealer of all time. I spent most of my time smoking all my weed.
So you would get high on your own supply, what it sound like.
And that was back in '96. So yeah.
I mean, come on, man. The rules, it's rules.
there's rules to this, but you know, I was a little cloudy then, and it took a lot to get myself out of that.
You talk to us. We know your family. Talk to us about what your family meant to you in helping you to get through some of these things and to where, you know, because I can imagine you being in that middle ground, like you're saying, you too black to be white and too white to be black, but you know, you're still trying to do it. You're classically trained musician. But what did family mean to get you through these times for you?
Well, I always like to say, I mean, my parents were simply amazing. I had 2 very, very loving parents who took care of me, who looked out for me and had my best interests at heart. And with all that said, still made many, many wrong decisions. You know, my parents did all they could. My mother tried to keep me busy. She tried to keep me occupied, my time. I practiced a lot. I played in a lot of different groups. She did everything she could. And this is another big part of the book where we as parents, and myself being a parent now, we can do everything we can to help our children and guide our children. And the more we give to them, the more it will pay off. It paid off. What my parents did for me paid off. It just took a little time, but I came around, and that's the one thing. We have to overcome these mistakes. Our mistakes do not define who we are, right. And they do not, they cannot hold us back from the heights of our present right now. So, excuse limit zero for real.
Yeah. I would ask also, you say you've been traveling up and down the coast. What have you seen during this time? You picked an interesting time to travel and see going up and down this coast with everything that's going on.
Yeah.
What have you felt from the vibe of the country with all this, the protests, the things going on, and you're seeing, what have you seen going up and down the coast?
I have seen many, many things. I have seen many, many people. I have talked to young people who are angry. I have talked to white people who are trying to find ways to help. I talked to a woman who was really stressed out about her 13-year-old son. I've spoken to ministers. I've spoken to doctors. I've spoken to people just walking in the street. The best part about this trip is that this was not planned. Mm-hmm. I overcame a few hurdles just to get to where I'm at right now. I was supposed to come to Atlanta in March. And that was all planned. I had my release party all planned, a 300-person guest list, and then COVID hit. Everything canceled. So that was an obstacle. A couple months later, I reorganized myself. I'm supposed to come down. I was supposed to come to Atlanta last week. As I'm preparing to leave Friday night, I hear over the radio riots erupting in Atlanta. Yeah. So now I'm trying to come down here twice. One time there's a pandemic. Second time there's riots. So I thought to myself, this means one of two things. Either I need to hurry up and get down there, or I'm not supposed to go.
It's one or two. Yeah.
It's one or two. And if anyone who knows me knows, I go. Yeah. So I decided to give Atlanta about a week or so to calm down. But instead of sitting still, let's get out there. Yeah. Let's get out there. It is time for action right now. There is no more sitting still. You got to make your own path. Yeah. So I didn't know where I was going. I literally researched the cities the night before. I went into a new state, looked for where people might be gathering, I went to some boys' homes for challenged boys. I stopped by there. I went to a few churches. I really tried to make my stops meaningful because I wanted to really see what was going on out there. And do not believe everything you hear. Not everyone is throwing rocks through windows and robbing. There are a lot of good people out in these streets that just want to get the word out that we are sick of this. Right. We are sick of this. And part of this, the George Floyd story, there's a part in my book where I talk about I had very close to the exact same situation, being surrounded by state officers, SWAT, transit police, and this was about a week or two after the Boston Marathon bombing. So I guess a brown man with a backpack pacing in the train station looked suspicious, and they ran up on me, and it was excessive. It was excessive. So there very well could have been a knee on my neck that day. So I'm sure every brown person has a story very similar to that, and that's what has to stop.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. What you got, Mace?
Yeah. How therapeutic is writing? I scribble. I say I'm going to write me a book one day. How therapeutic was it for you to get this book finished?
I'm going to be totally honest with you. I don't like to write. So again, there are no excuses. There are no excuses. So I spent a lot of time speaking into a microphone and then re-listening to my words and then typing from there. So, whenever there is an obstacle, you go up, over it, around it, under it. I had to get it done. I had something to say, and I just had to find the way that works for me.
You talk about the book and what it's meant for you and getting it out. How has it been received so far? And some people that have been able to see your work. How is it? Let me ask you from a different question. How is it to put yourself and make yourself vulnerable, putting your work out there and see how people receive your work?
It was intimidating at first, really coming out and speaking my truth. I've hid behind my truth for many, many years, and it feels good to speak my truth. How are people receiving it? The first thing that comes to my mind is I remember the first day I made my business cards. I think my son, who's 6 years old, has not let go of his business card in about 2 months.
Wow. And
so how are people receiving it? My kids, I have 3. How you doing? Zoe, Zion, Rennie, what's going on, y'all? They let me know Daddy's doing a good job. I have family that has let me know I'm doing a good job. People are reaching out to me that I don't even know, that just say, keep doing what you're doing. And I don't think I'm doing anything special. I'm just speaking my truth and using my energies.
Right.
And so how are people receiving it? I hope they're receiving it very well. That's, like I said, I sold a lot of books and I gave away a lot of books. All that monetary stuff will come later, but there is a message that needs to get out now. So, we will deal with that when the time comes.
Michelle Gates.
What I love about,
I'm just because you got a comment.
What did he say?
Michelle Gates, I want to make sure you say, she said, keep doing great work. Greg, Brock's and strong. Just wanted to let you know that Brock is strong. Go ahead, Maceo. Sorry about that, bro.
Yeah. And what's crazy, like my dad grew up in Boston, and I can only imagine like the stories that he tells all the time. And it seems like here we are, it's 2020, and we're still going through this. Just tell people who don't understand the climate of Boston. Just explain the climate for them.
I love Boston, but Boston is a very, very segregated state. Whereas it's not as obvious as New York, which makes it even worse. It's very hidden. Whereas in New York, they will let you know about yourself very quickly. In Boston, I find there's a lot of people that will smile in your face. Let's just say I have worked in the privileged private institutions, school-wise, for about 7 years. I am done. This is my last year working in that environment. You have to question people's intentions when they say diversity is our focus. Diversity is diversity, in my experiences, has been when it's convenient. And that has to change. And so I am stepping out of the classroom. It is time for me to reach a larger community. And that's what I'm doing. I'm taking that leap, and I feel good about it.
You talk about what you want people. What do you want people when they pick up that book and they read it? What do you want them to get from this book?
I label my book, it's a self-help, personal growth, success book. This is not a how-to. I am in no position to tell you or to tell anybody, do this and your life will be perfect. Right. That is not my place. My book is simply a collection of my stories and my experiences, with the hopes that someone reading my book can get something out of it, because my book reaches many people, many demographics. It's good for young people. It's good for older adults who have made a mistake and feel like it's over for them. And we need to know that is not true. This book is for young entrepreneurs just trying to get out there in the world that have some, that have some reservations about what they're about to do. I have one word for you, 2 words: jump in. Jump in. So who is this book for? I know everyone watching this has somebody that they know needs this book. So that's what's up. That's how I feel.
Right.
Well, Greg, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Sports show. Got to ask you a sports question.
Got to get him, Mace.
Get it. Let's get it.
Get him.
Well, hold on.
You know, I got to get him because he's a Patriot fan.
Get him.
Oh, here he go.
Oh, Lord.
Here he go.
Before you ask me that,
here he go.
I had to change my shirt before I came on the show to get to GregFernandes.com. check that out. You go GregFernandes.com.
Yeah, we got you, Greg. We got you.
I did have this on before I came on the station. So, I got love for y'all in Atlanta.
Yeah, we know, Greg.
But proceed with your question, good sir.
Go ahead, Maceo, man.
Yeah. So let's get it. Tom Brady is gone. How do you feel about your Patriots and Jared Stidham?
How do I feel about these Patriots? It's still a touchy subject with most of us. He gave us some great years. I, of all people, know when it's time to go, it's time to go.
Yeah.
I wish him the best of luck. We're going to have a patchy season, but excuse limit 0. We will make it. We will make it. That's all I'm going to say.
You know what, Greg? I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't really like y'all New England people because of what y'all did 2 or 3 years ago. I know that I really don't like y'all, but I mean, you family because you family. We know, you family to the crush. So, but that's why we brought you on. But I'm just gonna be honest with you.
I will say this: you are not alone, my friend. You are not alone. Didn't Michael Jackson sing that song?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did, Greg. Boy.
So I will tell you this though: I was at the Super Bowl when we played y'all.
Yeah. So you enjoyed it.
I was there, so we were together.
Yeah.
There was unity.
All right, great.
Yeah.
All right, great. Hey, man, for real though.
I see that face often, but it's okay.
Yeah. Hey, for real though, Greg, we appreciate you coming on. I really want you to put the book out there. We want copies. We want to make sure we get it because we support you. We support your family. Tell them about it again. You see it right now. Talk to us again and give them that push to go get this book. Where can they go get this book? Put it all out there, man.
I'm going to put it out there right now. So you can go check me out at gregfernandes.com. You will have all the opportunity to buy the book there and learn a little bit about me. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at gfernandes508, on Facebook, gregfernandes.com, and on YouTube, Greg Fernandes. Definitely check out my website. If you need to reach me, you can reach me at info@gregfernandes.com. And I really do hope to hear from as many people. Let's get out there. I'm just going to put this out there. Amazon is all about numbers. So I need y'all to get out there and put them reviews. Put them reviews out there, even if it's a 2-sentence review.
Boy, let's get it.
Put them reviews out there because that's what's going to make this book be heard. So please hit up that website. Give me a little shout out on Amazon and let's make this book go worldwide. It's time. It's time.
Excuse limit 0. I love the title. I love it. GregFernandes.com. gfernandes508 on Twitter. Follow my man. Get the book. I'm already a big fan.
Yes.
Thank you, Greg. We appreciate it, bro.
May I say one more thing?
And tell your sister not to kick out tail, but go ahead, though. You go ahead.
I'm going to say one more thing. I hope y'all still read the book because Ben Watson from the New England Patriots is one of the 2 who endorsed my book. So
I'm okay with Ben. I'm okay.
Dope.
I'm okay with Ben. Ben good.
Yeah. He's a good guy. Good guy.
Thank y'all very much. I really do. Thank you, Atlanta. Y'all been good to me.
All right, Greg Fernandes. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, man.
All right now.
Appreciate you, brother.
Great stuff, Maceo. Great stuff, man.
That was dope.
Yeah,
that was
man.
Dope.
Yeah, man.
That was dope.
Thank you for coming on, man.
Listen, trash talking their family. It's in their family. It's just in their family.
I know, man. I was trying to avoid that, bro, but it comes, man. But make sure y'all get the book, man.
I thought the Brady thing would get him. I didn't know he was going to give me an answer like that. So
they New England, man. They go through, man. They go through. So excuse limit 0. Greg Fernandes, GregFernandes.com, Amazon. Get the book. Talk about it. We're going to support. We about to jump back into these sports topics, man. And we finished up with a little baseball at the end. Make sure you got to want to go to the next one.
Hey, man, Reggie Bush, welcome back to USC. How lame was this, Glaze? How lame was this?
As lame as it could be, because they brought Reggie Bush back, and I think they brought back who was the other player they brought
They snuck
back?
OJ Mayo in there too.
OJ
Snuck in OJ Mayo.
So they all in
Snuck
good
him
mood
in.
now. Just Black Lives Matter, I guess, brought it all together. Kumbaya. We gonna bring all our black players that we kicked out because we thought they brought a bad thing to us. So the USC say,
They ain't
"Welcome
bring the
back,
other
Reggie."
OJ. What
Yeah.
other OJ?
Well, they said we give you one. We'll give you one. We ain't gonna give you two. We'll give you. We ain't gonna let too many OJs in back to the institution. So, but Reggie Bush handled it with class. Reggie Bush could have been like, I don't want to come back, but he came back because he made the school a lot of money. Made a lot of money for USC. So I thought it was interesting, man. But I thought they slid the OJ Mayo in there, and I thought it was funny. Your reaction, say, okay, that's one OJ, but I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna.
I need the real OJ.
Who the AD out there, man? Had they named one yet?
Well, Lance Swan left. They got some other dude in there now, man. Lance Swan kick rocks.
Yeah. USC also, they were kind of like, you know how dominant they were back in the day under Pete Carroll? People were like, all right, USC, y'all used to be good, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't really did nothing.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Do you think this is trying to open up, trying to bring up, I mean, I know they're trying to be all this, but they're trying to bring back some recruiting and all that good stuff?
I think that's part of it. They haven't, the USC program hadn't really put out like a super duper star since that group. I mean, Sam Darnold was he got drafted high, but I mean, what has he done? Reggie Bush was box office. That entire USC squad was box office. Dwayne Jarrett, Brian Cushing, Malaluga, Lindell White. Man, come on, man. This was a star-studded team. And what does Clay Helton? First of all, who is Clay Helton? Like, he don't ring no bells like nowhere.
Yeah.
So, bring a Reggie Bush back into the fold where you can now use him to talk to recruits. I mean, everybody know Reggie Bush. Everybody.
Taylor Mays is a good one. Yeah, I've been forgot about Big Taylor Mays, the big safety. And then, they trying to bring all that back. But they kind of had to do something, Mays, still, like you said, man.
Taylor Mays ain't did nothing, man.
You don't like Taylor Mays? What did he do to you? What did he do to you?
Man, overrated. Listen, my uncle was so high on Taylor Mays.
Yeah, he was
high on Taylor Mays. Man, that dude there, man.
He was a big safety. Everybody loved that big safety back then. They were big on him back then, but shoot. Hey man, I'll go to my next one, bro. I'll go to it. NBA talking about July 30th. It's look like it's about to happen down there in the wild world of sports. It's about to be the wild world of sports is about to have all sports, MLS, everybody have everything down there at one time, man. I mean, they're determined to have this season, just like Manfred trying to do.
Yeah.
July 30th, I'm still a little upset. I talked to somebody from the Hawks. They were like, it'd have been good to get their young players some run, but they still trying to make sure they get these 22 teams. They were determined to get Zion in, and we know Zion, his name stay in the news these days with these play-in games.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts, man? I think you've seen some of the schedule. Adrian Wojciechowski is pretty much the guy. He's saying it looks like July 30th they kicking this thing off.
Well, so it's another faction of guys who basically like, hey, we didn't approve this. Like, y'all talk to the superstars.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't talk like, I don't, my player rep ain't, he don't speak for me. I mean, what are we doing here? This is the funny part about this, Glaze. And again, it's taking them so long to come back. I really believe, guys, this is what people don't understand. You're talking about putting 22 teams in a resort. If you think you're going to control these young millionaires, telling them where they can't go, what they can't do, dude, it's not going to happen. And I think as we get closer to this, these guys are like, listen, now if you had to say we were going to Vegas, we would have been good with Vegas, Orlando. And now if I bring my family down, you basically telling me, so LeBron bring his family. So you mean to tell me on the off day, we can't go over to Disney World? And if our family leave, they're gonna have to be quarantined for a week before they can come back in. Man, this is all a mess, man. Like, just end the season, man. Like, we'll be fine. We saw like 70 games. We'll be fine.
Man, it's they're gonna make us watch sports this fall. This fall gonna be so packed with sports. We gonna watch it until they make us go crazy about it. They gonna make us go crazy. I'm like Erica. All this sound good on paper. It sound good on Twitter. I'm waiting to see all this. I want to see all this y'all talking. Only sports I've seen do anything are golf and racing and MMA. That's been it. Everybody else been running their mouth telling us what they gonna do.
I keep telling everybody this day. Everybody like sports back. I say, where is it? I don't see it. I hear them talking about it, man. Listen, those NBA guys are like, listen, the more they think about this, dude, we're good doing what we do. Man, come on, man. I'm at the crib. Y'all done kind of opened up the world again. Y'all done say coronavirus gone. That's how a lot of y'all acting. So they like, dude, man, CJ McCullough, Dame Dollar, they like, dude, I don't want to be at Disney World, man. I got to come all the way from the top of the world at Portland to Orlando, and I got to sit in this villa. Nah, let me stay in my mansion, dude. I still believe that it's not going to happen, Glaze. I believe it.
And you know what even sucks worse? The team that in Orlando won't be playing in these things. That's the worst part. Orlando can't even participate in their own hometown. That's crazy. So y'all gonna play basketball up the street and we can't play? So y'all gonna play basketball up the street, but we can't play.
And watch this, Glaze. I'm gonna do you one more. So Aaron Gordon is the guy in Orlando. He chilling, all of this stuff. You don't think that those guys are gonna be calling Aaron Gordon like, dude, you gotta come break me out of here, man. Dude, I can't be in here. Man, stop, man, dude. I'm finna get out my mansion, my beautiful condo to go stay in a Disney World villa. Oh, and Disney World gonna be open. I can't go ride Space Mountain. Man, what we doing?
I can't ride Space
Get out of here, NBA. Stop it.
I can't ride Space Mountain.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dude. You mean Disney World, Universal gonna be open? We can't have no fans in the stands. Like, everybody living, and we're gonna be playing game like AAU tournament. Get out of here, NBA.
AAU tournament. Hey, what else you got, Mace?
Hey man, so I have to ask you this, your boy, because you a UFC guy. Dana White has finally got his Fight Island. They're gonna, hey, you with it?
Dana has a real good chance to take this sport to another, because one thing about I saw a few of them. You ain't got to have fan to get your butt kicked. So
no, not at all.
You
not
can,
at all.
One-on-one, the fan
you can't see hands anywhere,
but you can catch hands anywhere. So, but he has to be.
You catch hands in his knee
anywhere. You can catch these hands in this cage anywhere. But here's where I'm concerned about Dana White. Dana think he's bigger sometimes than the sport. He also think he's a big time player. He thinks he's Vince McMahon around here sometimes. And he has to be very careful with that. So if he gets what he wants and he gets this island, everything works, he has a chance to take the sport to another level. But some way Dana has to be careful, because sometimes Dana gets in Dana's way. And that's the interesting part about it. So it should be interesting. Like I said, I watch UFC. It's cool sometimes. I saw somebody go to sleep last week. It's just interesting.
Yeah.
You can take naps in USC any time of the week. So
Mm-hmm.
this should be very interesting. So we'll see how it take it to the sport, man. We'll see where the sport goes with this.
So let me ask you this, Glaze. Is it enough star power in UFC? Because Jones can't, he always have his issues. Conor McGregor is like, he done retired again. Is it enough star power, Glaze, for it to be a viable entity for us, the sports consumer and sports fan? Are you going to buy a pay-per-view, or are they going to have to cut cable deals? Your thoughts on that?
That's where I say Dana White comes in. The great thing about MMA is that it can create its own stars by the way they fight and the way they come out. But if Dana messes this up and try to be the star himself, you're right, Maceo. He could mess up because Jones is gone. The other guy's talking about he's retired again. So all the personality is gone. So who's that next guy to step up? So that's what he's probably hoping to happen. But if he comes in and messes this up, because right now their biggest stars is Amanda Nunes, who's the female champion.
Right.
So they have to figure out a way to see. They don't want to go down this boxing route where you're hoping somebody step up as the champion. So it'll be interesting to see where this goes. That's a good question, man. If Dana is ready to allow the sport to work itself out and allow stars to come out, then it can happen. But we'll see.
Right.
My question to you, man, and my favorite guy right now, because I was a fan of his anyway, but I'm really a fan of his now, Bubba Wallace Jr. He has stepped up in so many ways during this, knowing his power, knowing who he is, not running away from being if you go to his Twitter page, you see the pinned tweet is he knows he's the only black guy in the sport, on the top of the sport. Had a great run Wednesday, yesterday. His car was tight. That Black Lives Matter car was tight. He wore his T-shirt. He's not running away from it. Bubba Wallace Jr., give me your thoughts on him and where NASCAR is trying to step up in this time as well.
Man, what a time. He's carrying a tremendous burden for himself, for his family, for the Black Lives Matter movement. This is what we know about NASCAR. NASCAR has been trying for a while to kind of diversify the portfolio.
Yep.
A lot of the people who, were in outrage with the thing about the Confederate flag, listen, NASCAR has been trying to move away from that anyway. They don't like the image because when you have that image, my favorite word, Glaze, you start knocking down those corporate dollars.
Yep.
Corporations just don't want to be, arm lock and step with what the Confederate flag, what it stands for. And a lot of the people who are upset, listen, just to keep it real, show, y'all not going to the races no way. It is what it is. Y'all don't own no RV, you know what I'm saying, to travel with the race. NASCAR is a corporate deal now.
Right. Yep.
Listen, Coke, Pepsi, name a big corporation, they're with it.
Yep.
And the thing that they don't want to be associated with is racism.
Yep.
So when you see, and think about this, Glaze, before NASCAR kind of came back, when they were doing the virtual, and you had the driver who made, the racist comments and all of these things. Listen, they raked him. NASCAR raked him over the coal because that's not the image they want to portray. Because when you do that, you start knocking out corporate dollars. Listen, Apple don't want to be affiliated with you being racist.
Yep.
They just don't.
Nope.
So, man, listen, I'm proud of Bubba for what he's doing. And, man, I'm a NASCAR fan. I've always been a NASCAR guy. The more races you go to, you're starting to see the crowd shift.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more like it's more people who are there who have 9 to 5s, who are people who spend money not just sitting outside the double wide, drinking, pounding Coors Light and Budweisers. I mean, the game has changed.
Yep. It's I took my organization out there last year, and the one thing I noticed, Mace, it was empty there. It wasn't hardly nobody there. It was a lot of empty seats at Hampton, Georgia, and it was because you had that non-inclusive group there. It was like, this is our sport, and here we go trying to tell people, and they went ahead and NASCAR did hire a diversity person, a black lady, to help bring the diversity dollars in.
No doubt.
But if your TV ratings were going down, your stands weren't coming up, so all the people who are now outraged weren't coming anyway. We got to do something else. And as black people, we will spend money, and then we don't feel like there is something we need to see, we ain't finna jump on it. So the corporate dollars, the black dollars were all there, and they weren't making none of it. And they were becoming that sport. They were like, oh, NASCAR on. All right, what else is on? I hope another game is on. And they had to do
as
something.
Erica hate NASCAR. She says boring. Why is it considered a sport? All these things. But think about this, Glaze, and see this when NASCAR this was kind of like the shift for them. That during that time when the racing jackets had become like crazy popular, you start seeing that explosion, and what they start seeing is, wait a minute, this is a marketable sport. Listen, I probably had like about 6 or 7 of them jackets. I was working at Foot Locker during that time. We couldn't keep them jackets in, and it was us, and it was minorities buying the jackets, and we started making guys. Okay, well, I got on this rainbow jacket. Who am I? Is Jeff Gordon? They start. Come here, Jeff Gordon, kind of smooth. They kind of cool. Tony Stewart. Wait a minute, hold on. Like, let's fly. NASCAR started understanding then. Listen, our sport could become something much bigger than just being in the backwoods in Talladega, down in Darlington. Dude, we can really make money with our sport. And that's when it took off.
Be ready to see an influx, a huge influx from NASCAR. You about to see Bubba Wallace everywhere. He about to be everywhere. They lost Dale Earnhardt Jr. They lost their star. Earnhardt, you know what I'm saying? So they were like, who's the next star?
Yeah.
Oh, he's right there ready to go. So you about to see Bubba Wallace Jr. everywhere. His story's about to be told by
Brandon Wright. Them racing jackets, you had to have one. You were tripping if you didn't have one. They were all in the video. They were everywhere.
They were tight.
Oh, man.
They were tight. So it's gonna be interesting. And if NASCAR, they had to find it. Erica, you wrong for that. Said I got Brandon Leak said when he was there and looked on the grounds from the top of a camper, he knew that what Dr. King felt like on the balcony of the Lorraine Hotel. That just wrong right there. I'm gonna hit Brandon up. Say, man, that was just wrong, bro. That was tough. That's just cold. That's just cold. We're gonna see though, man. But y'all about to see.
Oh God.
I don't follow a lot of people, but I follow Bubba. And like I said, I met him last year for a quick minute, and he had that star power, so they found him. And he finished 11th yesterday in the race, highest finish ever. So be ready. He's about to get an influx. All right, man. We got about 6 more minutes, man. What you want to finish with, bro? What you got on your mind? Finish with some topic, man. You just want to get off your chest. How was you to say it back in there? Say it with your chest. Get it off your chest, bro.
Say it with your chest. Say it. Got next one for you, big dog.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Your guy Trae Young.
Yeah.
He says he's continued to watch The Last Dance. He's been crazy inspired by MJ. He says, I definitely want to win multiple championships. My question to you: can Trae Young lead these Atlanta Hawks to an NBA title?
I'm gonna go back to a quote that Erica said earlier. I believe it when I see it. I love Trae Young. You know I love Trae Young. That's my dude. Ice trade a game. Ice trade a game. But I've been an Atlanta fan for 40-some years now. I've cried a lot. I thought I had a championship 3 years ago. Cried then too. I love Trae. I hope he does. We got a team that's 22 years or younger to starting five this year. We got cap room. I think we got the right coach. I think we got some good things. But I got to see it first, man. And I hope he right, man. I hope he right. You know, I mean, you need to go ahead and cut that hair and do a fade too, because that little curly hair is a little thin up top. So go ahead and get you a fade, Trae. Let it go, man. Don't be trying to think everybody got that big hair like you got. It's a little balding up there. Fade that thing up, bro. Fade that thing up, man. I might be slowing you down a little bit. Yeah, get a little tape on the side because you don't. Hair a little thinning up top, bro. You wanna. I saw your daddy. Your daddy, he ain't got that much hair either. So, but yeah, man. So, what are your thoughts, man? You think there's a chance, man? You think he brings one to Atlanta?
I like this is
say don't
my
hate
thing.
on the curls. You say don't hate on the curls. Hey, Brandon, I'm just trying to point out what I saw, Brandon. That's what I'm saying.
Well, Brandon, I mean, before I had this, I had very good hair. You know, you can check all the pictures. I was real wavy. You know, listen. When I would get my hair cut over the weekend, when I came back to school, like everybody could wait to, like, you know what I'm saying? I would listen. We got pictures to prove it, so you know. But that's neither here nor there. No S curl, none of that.
Y'all saying I ain't
Mexican.
Right. Y'all saying I ain't right. I'm just pointing out the fact. Fade the thing, man. I mean, the hair a little thin up top. It looks a little. I get to see it. If the light hit it right, it ain't. But go ahead, though, Mason. I'm sorry, man. I mean,
listen. I like our nucleus.
Mm-hmm.
I like our front office. We're going to have to eventually land like that free agent piece that's gonna come in and just give us that, you know, just that push, you know, pushes on over the edge. Like I say, our nucleus is tight. We got to land us a big time free agent that will solidify and continue to let Trae and listen. I know I know y'all keep talking about Trae defense. I know y'all do, but as our NBA expert Antonio Williams always says, what he gives you scoring wise, point guard wise, you gotta be like, hey, you know, I can live with what he don't do down there, you know. Because he's so small, but he got to start playing the passing lane like AI. AI wasn't a heck of a defender, but he averaged, you know, he would get those steals. So I think that's what we have to see Trae do that at some point.
Yeah, he ain't no Gary Payton, but I mean, we'll know, you know. Hopefully, hit the weight room a little bit too. Get it. Hey, my last thing, man.
I tell you, he needed.
My last thing, dog, and I just want to put it out there. I'm hungry for football. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little hungry for football. And I'm going to say this right now. I'm putting it out there. If the game comes back, the Falcons got something to say in the South. You hear it here first. I don't care with Tom Brady there. I don't care if Drew, I don't like them kneeling in the breeze, is in New Orleans, and 30 interceptions is his backup. I don't care if bad knee quarterback is in Carolina. The South run through the ATL. This is what I'm telling y'all. I'm calling it early in June. So y'all get ready for this. We gonna win this South, man. I don't care Tom Brady down here and Gronkowski. Gronkowski just lost his championship belt in the WWE to R-Truth. Yeah, I watch it. So we win in the South. I'm putting it out there because I've been holding my tongue too long. I see all these movements. But Matt Ryan just gave us a lot of money. So let's get this, man. Let's get this. What's your thoughts, man? I just put it out there, man. Let's do it in the middle of the table.
This season is going to be about, and man, I had to slap Malik. We got to toughen Malik up, man. You know, Malik out here getting abused and one-on-one battles. I'm like, dude, we didn't
raise you like that, man.
We didn't raise you that way, Malik. We didn't raise you that way. This season is really going to be about veteran teams.
Mm-hmm.
The Falcons have you have a super veteran quarterback. You have the best receiver in football. You have Calvin Ridley, who is, I mean, like, listen, I saw Calvin about 2 weeks ago, and he kind of bumped me a little bit, like, remember that you were talking about?
Yeah, right.
Calvin he'll put some D on.
About to be that number 2 around here. We ready?
Yeah. So this squad, the NFL as a whole, the teams that are mostly veteran who don't have to worry about, like, think about Cincinnati. No OTAs, no mini camps, and y'all want Joe Burrow to walk in and recreate what he did at LSU. Bus stop. You know what I'm saying? The most veteran teams are going to be the teams that's going to get off to the best start. The Falcons are going to definitely need a very good start. I'm not so worried about. Listen, everybody in love with Tampa Bay. You in love with the names.
Exactly.
Brady, Brady. Oh, that's sexy. The name Brady's sexy. Gronk sexy. You know what I'm saying? But what they did in the past has nothing to do with the 2020 season.
He's still 42.
Listen, he's 43, Glaze. Stop helping that man out. He's 43.
Guy like he's 33. He's 43. Don't let that.
I would be shocked. Listen, Dan Quinn and Thomas Dimitroff got, like, I wish I had my poker chips down here, but all of the chips, they're gonna steal a few of your chips if you sit next to them. All the chips are in the middle of the table, Glaze. Like, it is no reason that this Atlanta Falcon team should not win the NFC South. If they can't win the NFC South this year, everybody have to understand this regime is over. We probably, with whoever come in new, you saw what happened in Carolina. They're probably gonna come in and they're gonna end the Matt Ryan era. They're probably gonna end the Julio Jones era. They're gonna roll this thing over. So listen, they are playing for a lot this year.
Everybody gonna get fired. Everybody. And I'm gonna be there with
listen, everybody gonna get fired. Everybody.
They gonna throw Dimitrov bike off the top of the stadium, Mercedes-Benz, and break it in half. Even Mercedes-Benz say we don't want to be in New Orleans no more. They say we good in Atlanta, so we are the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So we throwing bikes off. If they don't win the NFC South, we ain't talking about the NFC, the South.
Gotta win your division first.
If you don't win the South with the talent that you got and the team that you got, the veteran squad that you got, everybody needs to be just looking for another job and just, and get it over with.
Glaze, the next time you go out to Flowery Branch, them big old rise up words, them letters, rise up, that's going to be gone. You're going to have a whole crew come in, the tunnel that goes from the Falcon locker room to the bird that they go on the field. You got to paint all of that. All the Suge Knight furniture that Dan Quinn has in his office, down at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, all that's gone. Like, it's gonna be a fire sale on all red furniture, dude. It's gonna be a wrap.
I'm throwing everything. It's gonna be a wrap. Brandon Marshall with the hit at the end. They're gonna beat the Cowboys though. They'll beat the Cowboys though.
I mean, we're talking about the NFC South. Focus, Brandon. Focus. That game, win or lose, that game don't even matter. That game don't have no bearing on the NFC South. What you need to be worried about is Teddy B and Teddy Two Gloves and them 5-yard pass he gonna be throwing to. I don't even know who he throwing the ball to up there.
Christian McCaffrey.
Got
Christian McCaffrey all out there.
Yeah.
Don't passes.
DJ Moore. I call DJ Moore. He like Steve Smith light. You know what I'm saying? Curtis Saint. Man, who are these guys? And I do have a bone to pick with the Carolina Panthers. See, this is what we be talking about when we talk about this privilege. Listen, Luke Kuechly, I get Panther grade, all this stuff. What he know about being a scout? So y'all just gonna give him a scout job? Why can't he just get a job as he the kind of guy who just walk around before the game, shake hands, just do that type. Like Luke Kuechly ain't finna go out here and scout no. Come on, this is what we're talking about.
You know how bad
This
Luke,
is what we're talking about.
he don't like talking to nobody. When you try to talk to Luke, he be like, I don't want to talk right now. How you gonna scout? Yeah. Hey man, I got
Listen, do you?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say. We talking about Luke. I was to bring up. Remember we did Mike Toba's event, and Luke Kuechly was so paranoid. If he take a picture with somebody, hands in his pocket, he not touching nobody.
He wasn't touching nobody. He was social distancing before social distancing. He wouldn't shake your hand. He wouldn't touch you. I'm like, this dude here, okay, Luke. All right. He wasn't giving no dap. I'm like, what are you social distancing back then? I didn't know what it was called back then, but I see now. Luke must see the future. He must see the future.
Any female who took a picture with Luke Kuechly, boy, you got no hug, no hand on the shoulder, no smile,
you ain't
hands in his pocket.
Everybody was, hey, Luke. He was like, hand, You ain't finna get me on no TMZ, bro. You ain't finna get me. You got to earn this. You got to earn this. Luke Kuechly.
So y'all think he's finna go out there and scout somebody? Hey, get out of here, Carolina Panthers.
He been social distance for a while. You know what though? You know, Carolina, as much as they've given us, remember that time we was on the field and Cam wouldn't even shake my hand because I had a Falcon shirt on? Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh man, you know.
You and Cam got a strange, you and Cam got a strange energy thing going on, man. Y'all strange.
He up there hugging, dapping y'all. I'm like, what up? Hey.
You and Cam got something going on, man. Some y'all ain't telling me. Y'all must have bumped into each other at Five Guys or something, or you must have tweeted something about Cam, and he just ain't gonna forget it, Glaze.
I need to let things go though.
Cause he cut you out that picture. He cut you out the picture.
I'm all in the picture. All you see is two fingers. How he cut me out? What did I do to him?
He cut you out the picture. Yeah.
But he's still family. I mean, I guess. Ain't my fault. He petty too. Yeah, he is petty. Petty.
Lisa, Cam Newton is super petty.
All of them petty.
Super petty.
Next week, man, I want to talk about something. When we come on the show next week, try to make me remember this, bro. His brother going to Alabama and the HBCU talk we've talked about. Auburn, I'm sorry, not Alabama. Let's talk about that next week. That brings it up as a topic. I know we kind of went through it a little bit last week. Let's talk about it, man. And let's see if we can talk about it. Bring some, we might find us a guest who can talk about it as well. But we're going to talk about HBCU and seeing a guy like Cam's brother. I forget. I don't want to say his name wrong. What's his brother's name? Kalen. Going from Howard to Auburn.
Newton.
He did a switch. I saw your interview you did with our guy who went to Grambling. Yeah. So we're going to talk about that next week and some of the impact.
Devontae.
Yep. And we're seeing a lot of talk about basketball players in the HBCU. So let's make that as a topic next week, man. Let's jump on and do some talking and see if we can get some more people and talk about this next week, man. Because
I already jotted the note down. I got it down, brother.
HBCU pride right here. Hey, well, make sure. Hey, man, thanks to our guy, man, Greg Fernandes. GregFernandes.com. I love the book. I'm going to check it out. Check out his book. Great guy.
Check him out.
Great stuff.
Yep.
Shout out to Maceo. Shout out to Mama Heard. Happy birthday, Mama Heard. Oh, my God. Gwen, happy birthday. We so happy.
The queen of petty. Queen of petty.
You got all your pettiness.
Queen of petty. I had to remind her today. Nobody pettier than Gwen Hurd, man. And if you want the truth, or if you don't want the truth, don't ask Gwen Hurd. She ain't gonna sugarcoat it.
Yeah, she look like she will hurt you.
She ain't gonna try to make you feel good. She ain't gonna try to make you feel good about yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you drop that football, you dropped it. I think it was 10 and under. I was maybe 0 for 6. passing to start the game. And as we came to the sideline, she told my dad that, man, bench him.
Oh, back when mamas play that stuff. They ain't play that baby ball. You suck, you suck.
She said,
get him out the game.
She said, bench him. Bench him. I say, hey, I was number 1. I can't be benched. Bench him.
Hey man, I ain't mean to bring that
I'm gonna
up.
cry, man.
I ain't mean to bring that up. I'm sorry.
Man, I'm having an emotional moment right now. I'm gonna get mad about that all over again.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that, man. It's a birthday. Yeah. Shout out to Gwen. She's a Gemini like my kids. So shout out to all the Geminis out there. But hey, back in the day,
I didn't want it.
Back in the day when mamas didn't play that mess. Hey, boy, you suck,
bro.
Off the court, you terrible.
Hey, man,
there wasn't no Colin.
Listen,
you terrible.
Now that I think about that, Glade, I'm trying to figure out why was she even on the sideline. She should have been in the stands. What she was doing?
She ran the team. She ran the team solidly. You didn't even know it.
What was she doing? She said, bench him.
Man, we might have a therapy session coming up.
Yeah, and then, you know what? 12 and on the baseball.
Oh, Lord. We bringing back all the memories.
12 and on the baseball. I was catching.
Mm-hmm.
I think I struck out. And so, go back to the dugout. So, you got to put your gear on. You got to put your, shin guards and your chair. I was real slow put my shin guard on. She say, she would keep a score. She was scorekeeper. So I see her start writing something under my name. I was like, what you doing? She was like, you out. Cause I ain't getting dressed.
All right, man. Hey, bro. Oh, my bad.
Her trio, man. Shout out to my mama, man. Shout out to my mama, man.
My bad, Erica. I ain't know it's gonna bring back memories.
Yeah.
My bad, bro.
I need therapy now.
Yeah. We're gonna leave.
Let me call Kensel. Yeah.
All right,
call Kensel. Let me get on.
We'll talk to y'all next week, man.
Thank y'all, man. For real. Love y'all.
Love y'all, man. Peace.